Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam, Gajanana Maharnisham, Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam, Ekadantam Upasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Okay. So last week we did the Kavya Katha, right?
No, we have to start with the Kavya Katha.
Okay, we have to start with the Kavya Katha. We did the Vyakarana and the Subhashitani.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kavya Katha. So basically Indra will send Nala to as a Duta to Damayanti to speak on his behalf, right?
May I suggest a small thing, madam?
Cheppandi.
Bhagini.
Cheppandi.
Kavya Katha probably you can leave it to the end, and probably you can take up Slokesh Anvay Kramaha and then other Sanskrit Parichaya.
Okay.
That is more involved basically.
Okay, no problem. Sure.
That may be better. What do others feel? Okay, no?
No problem. Whatever
Yeah,
is the order.
we can read it on our own. I don't think it's a big issue, I suppose.
No, actually when Bhagini reads it, the meanings are more clear because she explains as well. I think,
okay,
yeah, but order
she has
is
got
fine,
till
Bhagini.
December. Since she has got only till December, I thought it would be better to complete
No. Later also, I will be able to conduct, but since you don't know, what to expect, especially when there are extra people in the house, I just want to be safe. That's all.
No, true. This actually, Bhagini, you can also just record it and post it on the group. Then we can listen to it, and even if we are not interacting, like how Mahodaya says, Kavya Katha, maybe you could just record it and kind of put it on the group.
I would suggest a slightly different way instead of she reading it.
No. This will be fine, Priya Bhagini. See, we still have a few more weeks, and we will be completing 8th lesson. We will be fine. It is just that I don't want to skip any classes before, while I have the time.
All right, then you can go ahead with your own process. Okay, let's go ahead with the Kavya Katha. That's fine.
Yeah, because we will have time. Later also we will have classes, but just in case, if I'd like to, if I'm unable to take a few classes, I don't want you all to be waiting if the syllabus is not completed. You can always keep revising, right? And we can meet for any questions or Vyakarana Abhyasam and all that. Okay. So we'll start with Kavya Katha only. We'll continue.
All right.
So Indradibihi Devaihi Preshitaha Nalaha Bhaumyaha Prasadam Praptavan. So Nala, who was sent by Indra and other devas, reached Bhaumya's Prasadam. Bhaumya means Bhimaha is her father. So Bhima's daughter is Bhaumya. Okay. Bhaumi actually, and Bhaumya is in Shashti Vibhakti. Bhaumya's Prasadam Praptavan. Sahakrataha Damayanti.
It's Bhaimya.
Sorry, Bhaimya. I
it's
read
Bhaimya. Ekaram will go to Aikaram.
Ekaram will become.
Will go to Aukaram. Uditanta.
Yes,
Ukaram will go to Aukaram and Ekaram will go to Aikaram.
Yes, correct.
But as I understood. Okay, thank you.
Yes. No, I read it wrong. It is Bhaimya only, but I read it as Bhaumya.
All right.
So, Bhaimyaha prasadam praptavan. Saha durataha damayantim apashyat. Tatra shatadhikaha sakyaha asan. Tataha nalaha Bhaimyaha sabhabhavanam agachat. So from far away he saw her, and then there are so many, more than 100 friends around her. सभाभवनम् अगच्छत्. भैम्याः सभाभवनम् अगच्छत्. भैम्याः समीपे काचित् दूती आसीत्. सा इन्द्रेण प्रेषिता. So she was sent by Indra. There is a Duti near Damayanti, and who was sent by Indra. Varunaha, Agnihi, Yamaha, ime Dikpalaha api Dutihi preshitavantaha. So all the other Ashta Dikpalakas also have sent Dutis to Damayanti. Kintu Damayanti taha sarvaha api nirakritavati. Duti bhaimi samipe Indram prashamsati sma. Indrah bhavatya varaniyah iti kathayati smacha. So you have to definitely marry Indra. They were all telling her. Yadi tvam Indrasya patni bhavishyasi tarhi sarve devaha tvam namaskarisyanti. Indrah tava patihi bhavishyati. Sakshat Vishnuhu tava devarah bhavishyati. Vishnoh patni tava yata bhavishyati. Ataha Indrasya panim grihana. Iti vadati sma sa. So she was explaining, if you marry Indra, you will, all the gods will, worship you. You will, Vishnu will become your brother-in-law, and Lakshmi will become your co-sister. So you have to marry him. Bhaimyaha sakyaha api tasyaha vachanam sadhu iti avochan. So even her friends also say, okay, this sounds like a good proposal. Kintu Damayanti Dutyaha Vachanam Spashtataya Nirakritavati. Purvameva mama patihi nalaha eva iti nischitam maya. Saha nischayaha na eva vyatyastaha bhavishyati. Iti sa avadat. Maya sharirena sthitaha nalaha idam vachanam shrutva bahu ananditaha abhavat. So if I told you earlier itself that I have decided that Nala will be my husband, if that is not the case, I will, feel very sad. And Nala, who is there in Maya Sharira, listening to this, he felt very happy. Swasmin vidyamanam anuraga bhavam jnatva bahudha manasi eva tam prashamsat. Tataha nalaha nijarupena damayantyaha purataha prakati babhuva. Now, knowing this, he felt very happy, and now he appeared before her. Yada nalaha purataha drishtaha tada damayanti saha eva nalaha iti na abhignatavati. So, since she did not see him any time before, she did not know who he was, but she saw somebody appearing before her. Tam udrishya sa bhoho purusha shreshta mama punyena tava sandarshanam jatam bhavan kaha katham va antahpuram pravishtaha tava shariram asti ataha tvam manmataha na manmathasya tu shariram nasti tvam ashwini kumarah api na yataha hi ashwini kumarau sada dvau eva bhavatah ataha vishesha kutuhalena pruchhami bhavan kaha iti prishtavati. So since Nala has this beautiful form, or he's very handsome, she says, you are definitely not Manmatha. Why? Because Manmatha does not have a body. And you cannot be Ashwini Kumara, because Manmatha and Ashwini Kumaras are known for their beauty. So you cannot be Ashwini Kumara. Why? Because they always come together, the twins. So who are you? I am asking you with curiosity. Damayanti vachanena nalaha tushtaha tathapi saha nivedayati. Kalyani balyat prabhriti tava nirmalan gunan shrutva indradayah chatvaraha api tvayi anuraktaha. So since you were a girl, they have been listening to your qualities and they have sent me. Indradayah means Indra and the Dikpalakas, 4 of them, have sent me. Te sarve tvam eva dhyayantaha santi. Shvaha tava swayamvaraha bhavishyati. Iti jnatva te chatvaraha api swayamvarartham prasthitaha. So knowing that your swayamvara is there, they all have started or left the place for your swayamvaram. etam vishayam nirupayitum te mam agre preshitavantah. To tell this to you, they sent me ahead. Aham tesham dutaha. Tvam dikpalakeshu ekam vrinishva. Mama dautyam saphalam kuru iti. So they sent me as duta. So you have to pick one of those four Indra and the Dikpalakas, and then you have to make my Dautya Karyam Safalam. Okay, I came here as a Duta. You have to make my Karyam successful. Nalasya Vachanam Shrutva Damayanti Bhoho Kim idam Bhavataha Kulam Nama Cha Maya Prishtam Bhavan Anyateva Uktavan Bhavataha Vamshaha Kaha Tad Vishaye Vivaranam Jnatum Aham Utsahe Iti avochat. So she says, I asked who you are, and you are talking totally something else. I would like to know who you are, your name, and all this. Tada nalaha vadati. Yada pratyaksham eva avam swaha, tada namakathanasya kim prayojanam, vamshakathanasya va kim prayojanam, yadi avashyam kulam maya vaktavyam tarhi shrunotu. Aham Chandravamshasya ekaha balakaha iti. So he says, when I appeared before you and you're able to see me, what is the purpose of knowing my name? Okay, if you really need to know my kulam, and I am from Chandravamsha. Punaha Damayanti Uktavati. Dikpalakaha Manavanam Asmakam Pujam Arhanti. Te tu Pujyaha. Te na Varaniyaha iti. So the Dikpalakas are gods. So humans can only worship them. They cannot marry. Tanmadhye Damayantyah Sakhi Damayanti Nalamaharajam Vihaya Anyam Manasa api na chintayati. Manasa Anyasya Chintanamapi Pativratya Bhangakaranam iti tasyaha bhavaha iti uktavati. So while Damayanti was trying to tell Nala that why she is not marrying them, her friend says the actual reason is she has fixed her mind on Nala, and even thinking about any other person, she thinks her Pativratyam will be disturbed. Evam samvadaha pravrittaha. Ante Damayanti nalam prarthayati. Mahanubhava bhavan eva dikpalakan prarthayatu. Nalaha eva mama patihi bhavatu. Na anyaha iti. Tathapi nalaha dikpalaha eva varaniyaha iti punaha suchitavan. So now she says, okay, why don't you only go and convince them that I want to marry only Nala? So then he says, no, you have to marry one of the dikpalas. Evam yada nalena nirbandha kritaha tada bahu dukkhita Damayanti ruditavati. Yada Damayanti rodanam kritavati tada nalasya antarangam drutam. So saha atmanam parichayitavan. So when he insisted that she has to select one of the Dikpalakas, she will start crying that even Nala is not able to help her. So then when he sees her crying, then he will be convinced, and he will self-introduce himself. Damayanti ananya bhavena tvameva sharanam iti punaha prarthitavati. Dikpalaihi saha swayamvarartham bhavanapi agacchatu iti swabhiprayam niveditavati sa. So she feels very happy, and then she also again says, so you only have to do something. You also come along with others to the Swayamvaram. So their plan is when he comes, she can select him, and then nobody can do anything. Damayantyaha samipam ke dutim preshitavantaha. Who all sent dutis to Damayanti?
All the Dikpalakas.
And Indraha. Indraha Dikpalakaha cha dutihi preshitavantaha. Yadi Damayanti Indram vrunuyat tarhi ka yata bhavet. Who will become her co-sister? Lakshmi.
Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi.
Okay.
Dikpalaha kimartham varanarhaha na. Varanarhaha na.
Means, I mean, what is the question? Can you explain?
Why cannot they be married to? Why cannot one marry Dikpalakaha?
Because humans pray to the Dikpalakas. They cannot marry them.
Pujam asmakam manavanam asmakam pujam arhanti.
Dikpalakaha pujyaha na varaniyaha. Nalaha kada atmanam parichayitavan?
Damayanti Ruditavati.
Bahu dukkita damayanti ruditavati. Tada nalaha atmanam parichayitavan. Anantaram shlokeshu anvayakramaha. Nishamya devanuvarasya vacham manushya devaha punarapi uvacha dhenva tadadhyasita katarakshya nirikshyamanaha sutaram dayaluhu. Okay. So here, what was the last Anvaya Rachana? So he says, I feel that you are a fool because you are giving up your kingdom, your young age and your beautiful body for only one cow. Okay, if you are alive, you can protect your people and all this. The Simham will say all this, right? Now, after this, so Dilipa, it is the feelings of Dilipa that are being described here. Nishamya devanucharasya vacham manushya devaha punarapi uvacha dhenva tadadhyasita katarakshya nirikshyamanaha sutaram dayaluhu. Okay, so Simhasya vachanam Raja Shrutavan. Tada Simhena Akranta Dhenuhu Bhita Asit. Sa Dilipam Dainyena Apashyat. Tataha Nripaha Ativa Dayaluhu Abhavat. Ataha Punarapi Simham Udrishya Uktavan. So Nishamya means after listening. Devanucharasya Vacham. After listening to the words of the Simha, who is the Anuchara of the Deva. So, Devanucharasya Vacham, Manushya Devaha. Manushya Devaha is Dilipa. Punarapi Uvacha. Again he said this. After what? Dhenva Tadadhyasita Katarakshya. So, Tadadhyasita Katarakshya. So, the cow is looking at the king with so much of what do you say that with the fear, you can say. Her eyes are filled with the fear. Her eyes are filled with the fear. So with that, when she looked, then the king felt very compassion for the cow. Okay. Nirikshyamanaha. So with that, with the fear, being attacked by the Simha with fear, when she is looking, Sutaram Dayaluhu. The king became very compassionate. So if you want, the Samasa Padams will come back later. But for this word, Tadadhyasita Katarakshya. So here, Tena Adhyasitam. Okay. Tadadhyasitena Katare. So here the split is given, but we'll come back to that later. We will do all the Samasta Padams in one time from all the shlokas. Okay. We can write down all the Samasta Padams of all the shlokas and we'll discuss them later. But the overall meaning of Tadadhyasita Katarakshya is that fear in the eyes because of being attacked. Seeing that fear in her eyes, Dilipa felt compassion. And he spoke to the Simha once again. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tena, how does it? Tena becomes tad.
Tena adhyasitam means that which was. We will discuss this once again.
All right.
We will complete this and we'll discuss.
Okay.
So here, let us look at the Anvaya Rachana. The Kriya Padam here is Uvacha. Kriya Padam is Uvacha. So Uvacha means spoke, uktavan. Kaha uvacha manushyadevah uvacha. Kidrishaha manushyadevah dayaluhu manushyadevah. Here this son is given. Kidrishaha son means in what state is he when he spoke again. So this dayaluhu, he is like compassionate. Katham bhutah dayaluhu. This is more like an adjective. Sutaram means completely. Katham bhutah dayaluhu. Sutaram means like totally, completely in that sense. Punaha kidrishaha san nirikshyamanah means looking at the cow. So punaha kidrishaha san. So he spoke. When did he spoke? When he felt compassionate. Again, when did he speak? When he was looking at the cow. So looking at the cow in that condition, he felt compassion and then he spoke. So here two things are there. Dayaluhu and nirikshyamanaha. Both are like visheshanas to manushya devaha. Kaya nirikshyamanaha dhenva. So nirikshyamanaha means he was being looked at, right? He was being looked at by the cow. He felt that the cow was looking at him, asking for help. So dhenva. By who? Dhenva. Kidrishya dhenva. Now what kind of cow is looking at him? Tadadhyasita katarakshya. That which has been attacked by the lion. Kim kritva uvacha nishamya. So after doing what did he speak? After doing what he spoke, after listening. Kam nishamya, listening to what? After listening to what? Vacham. Kasya vacham devanucharasya vacham. Katham uvacha punarapi. How did he speak? Again. So this is the Anvairachana. So uvacha is the only Kriyapadam. Sun is means it is more like a present continuous thing, like our Shatranta.
Kidrisha sun means dayaluhu sun.
Sun means being in that state of compassion. He spoke. So when he spoke, he was in that state of compassion. When he spoke, he was being looked at by the cow.
Okay.
Nirikshamanaha.
Bhagini.
If we write Manushyadevaha Divipaha, will it be a problem, madam?
No, you can add Dilipaha, but Manushyadevaha you have to definitely mention because that is what is given in the shloka.
Manushyadevaha will mention. What I meant is Kidrishaha Manushyadevaha Dayaluhu.
You can write that. Yes. Yeah.
We can do that.
By that Katham Bhutah came there. Katham Bhutah Dayalu.
Katham Bhutah Dayalu. Katham Bhutah Dayaluhu. Here's like I said. So how did he be Dayaluhu? Means how totally he was totally compassionate. We say no. So Sutaram is something like that. Sutaram Dayaluhu. So how did he become compassionate? Completely, totally, like in that sense.
Kidrisha Dayalu ko anachama.
That's what I was thinking. Kidrisha Katham Dayalu instead of Katham Dayalu, Kidrisha Dayalu. Can we say that?
You can say that. Kidrisha Dayalu means Kidrisha is what is kind
easier.
Of. It is what kind of Kidrisha. Katham is how much, like
total, as you said. Okay, that total is okay.
No, Katham Dayalu. Bhutah, should that Bhutah be there?
Bhutah means like how did he become? How much of Dayaluness he has? In that sense, you look at it.
Okay, so it is actually personifying completely. Okay.
See, if in that, when during writing your exam, even if you write Kidrishaha Dayaluhu Asti Manushya Devaha, you can write. It is definitely not wrong. But here they have given it this way. So it is just another way of expressing the same thing. So it is not a big thing even if you write Kidrishaha. You don't have to worry. during the time of
Because this
exam.
bhutaha, we mean, if we are going to, understand the meaning and write the anvaya by ourselves, I mean, I for sure will not remember the bhutaha.
So how did he become, how did he become dayaluhu? Completely. How much of compassion he has. Like in another way to express the same thing is how much of compassion he is filled with. In that sense, this question is framed in that sense.
It's a superlative.
Okay. So let us look at the next shloka. Seyam swadeharpana nishkrayena nyaya maya mochayitum bhavatah na parana syadvihata tavaivam bhavedaluptascha munehe kriyartah. Okay, so let us look at the tatparyam first. He simhaha aham mama shariram samarpayami tvam mam ahara rupena swikuru imam dhenum parityaja yadyevam bhavati tarhi tvaya aharaha api labdha bhavet muneha homa sadhanam dhenurapi rakshita bhavet atah mam swikritya gam parityaja iti dilipah dhenum muktavan. So after seeing the cow in its state, he felt compassion and he started speaking. So he says, you accept my body as your food, okay, and you leave this cow. Why? Because you need to get your food, okay, and at the same time the cow also needs to be protected. It is a homadhenu, so it needs to be protected. So you accept me as your food and leave the cow. That is the tatparyam. Now let us look at the padavibhaga. Sa iyam swadeharpana nishkrayena swadeharpana nishkrayena. So swadeharpana is by offering my body. Nishkrayena means in place of, like trading. Nyaya, okay, maya mochayitum. Nyaya maya mochayitum. So mochayitum is to free. And what is nyaya? Means by doing the right thing, right? Like, so this cow needs to be freed as per the nyaya. In that sense, you can say, or it deserves. Here it is given as deserves. Na parana syadvihata tavaivam bhavedaluptascha munehe kriyarthaha. Evam tava parana, by doing that, by accepting my body in place of the cow, your parana, your meal will not be lost. Vihata nasyat. Okay, parana vihata nasyat. Cha. And then munehe kriyarthaha aluptaha bhavet. So this dhenu has a purpose. It is not simply there. The Muni will be using it for yagas and all. So munehe kriyartaha aluptaha bhavet. So his karyakramani also will not be disturbed. If the cow is not there, he cannot perform his yagas. So that disturbance also will not be there. So that is the padavibhaga here. So let us look at the Anvairachana. So here the Kriyapatham is not given. Look at the words again. Sa iyam swadeharpana nishkrayena nyaya maya mochayitum bhavataha na parana syat. Syat is also there actually. Vihata tava evam bhavet. Bhavet is also there. Aluptaha cha munehe kriyartaha. Okay, syat is there, bhavet is there. But now we have to see with what the bhavet and syat will fit. So let us look at the Anvaya Kramam given here. Maya swadeharpana nishkrayena sa iyam bhavataha mochayitum nyaya. Evam tava parana vihata na syat. So syat goes into this sentence. munehe kriyartah cha aluptah bhavet. So the first sentence does not have a kriyapadam. Okay, maya sa mochayitum nyaya bhavati. There bhavati is given. Bhavati we have to take as adhyahritam. Okay, sa mochayitum nyaya bhavati. So here bhavati, take it as adhyahritam. Ka bhavati iyam bhavati. Kidrishi iyam sa iyam. Punaha kidrishi nyaya. Kim kartum mochayitum. Kasmat mochayitum bhavatah. Okay, here bhavatah is from you. Kena mochayitum maya. Punaha kena mochayitum swadeharpana nishkrayena. Okay, so it is freed by me. Maya swadeharpana nishkrayena. So by me offering my body in place of hers, this cow, sa iyam, from you, bhavataha, mochayitum nyaya, should be freed. Okay, or it deserves to be freed. Nyaya bhavati. So that bhavati will come as the kriyapadam here. We have to take it as dhyahritam. So did you understand this line? So by offering my body in place of the cow needs to be freed from you. Okay. And then the next sentence is na syat. Anytime when a sentence has na, it always has to be with the kriyapadam. So na syat. Ka na syat parana.
Madam, one small question, maybe I missed her. This kim kartum, that's okay. Kim kartum mochayitum, kasmat mochayitum bhavatah. Bhavatah, I think it is. Kena mochayitum, again bhavatah only, no, it's not maya.
Kena mochayitum, by whom? By whom is it freed? By me. It is freed from you by me.
It has to be left by the simha, right?
Correct. No, here he is using this as an instrument. So it has to be freed from you by me. By me and endukantunnadante, because I am offering my body. He is offering the sadhana.
All right.
To be free, because he is offering this deal kada.
Okay.
So it has to be freed from you by me by offering my body to you.
Okay.
Okay, then ka nasyat parana means parana is meal. So what is not there nasyat, or what might not probably be there? Kidrishi nasyat vihata. Vihata means will not be lost. So your food will not be lost. Vihata. Kasya parana taba. Katham nasyat evam. So in this way, by me offering my body in place of the cow, and you that will be freed from you, your meal will not be lost in this way. So here evam refers to the previous deal mentioned in the previous sentence. So evam, in this way, your meal will not be lost. And then bhavet. So as many kriyapadams as they are there, that many sentences have to be written in Anvaya. Okay? Bhavet. Kaha bhavet kriyartah bhavet. Kasya kriyartah munehe kriyartah. Kidrishaha bhavet aluptah. So munehe kriyartah aluptah bhavet. So by doing this, even the muni's kriyas will not be disturbed. Okay. So that is this shloka. And let us look at the third shloka. Tatheti gamuktavate dileepaha sadhyaha pratishthambha vimuktabahuhu sa न्यस्तशास्त्रो हरये स्वदेहमुपानयत् पिण्डमिवामिषस्य Okay, pindam iva amishasya. That is the padavibhaga there. Tatha iti gam uktavate Dilipaha Sadhyaha means immediately. Pratishtambha Vimukta Bahuhu. So his hand was stuck, right, from the very first time when he was trying to take an arrow. Now it is freed. Saha Nyasta Shastraha. So he laid down all his weapons, and then Haraye. Swadeham Upanayat Pindam Iva Amishasya. Okay, so what he did was, as soon as he said this, now the lion has accepted. Until now, it was trying to make a deal, or it was trying to make the Dilipa understand that it is not worth trying to give up his body. But now, after so many attempts, the lion will finally accept Dilipa's offer. So because of that, his hand will be freed. Earlier, it was stuck in that position when he was trying to take an arrow from the quiver. In that angle, the hand was stuck. Now it got freed. Now what he did was he laid all his weapons to the side, and he offered himself as a lump of meat. Means he bent over completely, like kneeling down and bending to the floor, like a lump of meat. Okay, like that he bent, means that is the way he is offering himself to the lion. So let us look at the Anvaya. Tatha iti gam uktavate haraye sadhyaha pratishtam bhavamukta bahuhu saha nyasta shastraha swadeham amishasya pindam iva upanayat. Upanayat means offered himself. So Dilipasya vachanam shrutva simhaha tathastu iti akathayat. Tat kshane eva Dilipasya bahubandaha shithilaha abhavat. Dilipaha swakiyam shastram adaha sthapayitva swasya shariram simhaya samarpitavan. Samarpana samaye saha shariram kevalam mamsapindam iti vichintya nirmama buddhya arpanam kritavan. Means without any resistance, completely surrendering. That is when, it is like just a lump of meat. So that is the...
Bhagini, what's the meaning of this word Shitilaha?
Shithilaha is completely being destroyed, right? That which is destroyed. Shithilam means, where is it?
Here in the Tatparyam only.
Shithilaha. So Bahubandaha Shithilaha Abhavat. So his hand was stuck, right? Initially, when he tried to take a arrow from the quiver to
arrow
shoot
from the quiver.
Now that Bandaha is destroyed, means it got free. His hand got free.
Okay.
Whatever was binding his hand in that position, that got destroyed. So now he is free. His hands are free. So here the Kriyapadam is Upanayat, means Samarpitavan. The Kriyapadam is Upanayat, means Samarpitavan. So Kaha Upanayat, Saha Dilipaha. Trishaha Saha Nyasta Shastraha. So he Samarpitavan. Kaha Samarpitavan? Dilipaha. Kidrishaha Nyasta Shastraha. What kind of Dilipa offered himself? He who has put aside his shastras, all his weapons. Punaha Kidrishaha Pratishtam Bhavi Mukta Bahu. Pratishtam Bhavi Mukta Bahu.
Pratistambha Vimukta Bahu.
Pratistambha
Vimukta Bahu.
Getting stuck. Pratistambha Vimukta Bahu.
Pratistambha Vimukta Bahu means that which were
released from the Pratistambha.
That which was stuck and which was freed. Vimukta Bahu. He whose hands were freed from that stuck position. Kada pratistambha vimukta bahuhu sadhya, immediately. Sadhya means immediately. Kam upanayat swadeham. So what did he offer? Kam upanayat, what did he, kam samarpitavan swadeham. Kimiva upanayat pindamiva. Like how did he offer his, or offer his body as a lump of meat. Kasya pindam amishasya. Kasmai upanayat haraye. Here hari means lion. So hari, the word hari has so many meanings, like 50 different meanings or even more. One of them is lion. Kidrishaya haraye uktavate haraye. Kam uktavate gam. Kidrishim gam tatha iti. So the lion said tathastu. When the lion said tathastu to that lion who said tadhastu, Dilipaha has offered his body as pindam, as a lump of meat, and he whose hands were freed and also who has put aside all his weapons. So that is this shloka. So the 3 shlokas are over. After we complete all the shlokas, then one day we will discuss the samasta padams and the sandhi padams in all. Okay. So let us look at the Sahitya Parichaya. Niti Kavyani, Stotra Kavyani cha. Niti Kavyani. Iha loke jataha manushyaha sanmargena gachan satkaryani kurvan jivanam yapayet. Ante cha moksham prapnuyat. Iti asmakam purvajanam udattam chintanam asit. So purvajanam means our ancestors. So what is their thinking? Iha loke, in this world, jataha manushyaha, people who are in this world, sanmargena gachan satkaryani kurvan jivanam yapayet. They have to spend their lives by following the right path and doing the right things. Antecha moksham prapnuyat. And at the end, they have to attain moksha. This is how the chintanam is of our ancestors. Ataha janan sanmarge prerayitum pravartayitum cha niti bodhanam avashyakam abhavat. So to put them on the right path and to teach them the right things, niti bodhanam, the teaching of the niti bodhanasya avashyakam asit. Tadartham niti bodhikaha kathaha akyanani cha kavyasya angatvena kavibihi nibaddhani. Okay, so they made it a part. Angatvena means they made it a part of the kavyams. Okay, so they took up this stories also, which teach the niti, and made it a part of our literature. Rigvedadi Vaidika Sahitye api niti bodha upalabhyate. So even in the Vedas and the Vaidika Sahityas also we have niti kathas. Prachinaihi alankarikaihi nitehe upadeshaha api kavyasya prayojaneshu anyatamam iti angikritam. Prachinaihi alankarikaihi नीतेः उपदेशः अपि काव्यस्य प्रयोजनेषु अन्यतमम् इति अंगीकृतम्. So even the kavis or the grammarians, alankarikaihi means those who are alankara shastrajnyaha. They also have agreed that the purpose of a kavya should also be to niti upadeshaha. Evam janopadeshartham kavye
Ma'am, once can you repeat what is
alankarikaihi means alankara shastrajnyaha. Grammarians who are proficient in the alankara shastram. So they also agreed that the purpose of a kavya should be to tell the niti, to niti bodhanam. Okay. Evam janopadeshartham kavye prasangikataya निबध्यमानः नीतिबोधः अनन्तरकाले पृथक् काव्यभेदत्वम् एव प्राप्नोत्. So in this way, Janopadeshartham means to teach the people kavye prasangikataya nibadhyamanaha nitibodaha means as per the context. Prasangikataya means depending on the context, whatever is needed or however they can embed. Nitibodha happened. Anantarakale prithak kavya bhedatvam prapnot, and later on it even got separated. Upadeshatmakani niti kavyani eva bahuni rachitani. So later only the niti kavyani means the main purpose or the sole purpose of that kavyam is only niti bodhanam. Such kavyams also came. So Shantihi, Vairagyam, Sukham, Dukkham, Punyam, Papam, Dharmaha, Adharmaha, Ityadinam, Dvandvanam, Vivechanam, Adhyatma Chintanam, Paropakaradinam, Sadgunanam, Prashamsa, Mahatmanam, Swabhava Varnanam, Ityadayaha Vishayaha Niti Kavyeshu, Upavarnitaha Bhavanti. So among this, there are again various kinds. Okay, the qualities of great people are also described. So Shantihi, Vairagyam, Sukham, Dukkham, everything. All these were taken as the subjects of all these Niti Bodhaka Kavyani. Niti Kavyeshu Nibaddhaha Shlokaha Kadachit Parasparam Sambandharahitaha Santaha. Api Muktakani iti pratyekam prithak kavyatvam prapnuvanti. So Niti Kavyeshu Nibaddhaha Shlokaha Kadachit Parasparam Sambandharahitaha Santaha api Muktakani iti pratyekam prithak kavyatvam prapnuvanti. So basically here the shlokas are not related to each other in the Niti Kavyas. Though they are like that, sometimes though the shlokas are not related to each other, Muktakani iti pratyekam prithak kavyatvam prapnuvanti. They still are considered as a special kind of kavya, we can say. Because usually kavyas are continuous, right? There is a main story line and in that sense. But here, though sometimes in the Niti Kavyas, though they are not related or they don't carry that continuity between the shlokas, they are still have a quality which is known as Muktakani. Muktakani iti pratyekam prithak kavyatvam prapnuvanti. Niti bodhanamapi kadachit vidhi rupena, nishedha rupena, ninda rupena, prashamsa rupena va bhavitum arhati. So the Niti bodhanam also happens in different kinds. Vidhi rupena, sometimes it is shown. Okay, vidhi means like a rule. Nishedha rupena, and sometimes it is shown through prohibition. Ninda rupena, by condemning someone who is doing the wrong thing, you will know that that is not to be done. Okay, that is the niti there. Prashamsa rupena. So when somebody does something good, by prashamsa, so we know, okay, this is something that we need to do. By ninda, we know that, okay, this is something that we cannot do. Like that, in various forms, the niti is conveyed or taught. Kanichit prasiddhani niti kavyani. Chanakya nitihi, Niti Shatakam and Vairagya Shatakam were written by Bhartrihari. Bhallata Shatakam is written by Bhallataha. And then Shanti Shatakam written by Bilhanaha, Shatashloki or Mohamudgaraha, and Charpata Panjarika Shankaracharyaha. These were written by Shankaracharyaha. So this is about Niti Kavyani. Stotra Kavyani. Bhagavantam Sarvashaktam Manyamanaha Vayam bharatiyaha tam prasadayitum tasya anugraham praptum cha nana prakaraihi tasya stavanam kurmaha. So Bhagavantam Sarvashaktam Manyamanaha Vayam bharatiyaha tam prasadayitum tasya anugraham praptum cha nana prakaraihi tasya stavanam kurmah. Stavanam means stuti, praising. Okay, we do the praising or the stuti of Bhagavan to please him. Many times the stotras are to please the gods, right? And to obtain their anugraham. प्राचीनकालात् पूर्वजैः ये ये देवाः कल्पिताः तान् देवान् मनसि निधाय कवयः बहूनि स्तोत्राणि रचितवन्तः. So from very long time, Purvajaihi, again by the ancestors, what all gods were imagined by them and presented to us. Them, the poets have written stotrani on those gods. Rik Samhita stotratmika eva asti. ततः स्तोत्र साहित्यस्य आरंभः जातः इति वक्तुं शक्यते. So Rik Samhita, this is a Samhita, maybe from the Rig Veda. That is where the Stotra Sahityam has started. We can say that. Okay, we don't know for sure, but it can be said that Stotra Sahityam has started from the Rik Samhita. सर्वेषु अपि काव्येषु आरंभे मंगलाचरणावसरे प्रायः कवयः स्तोत्रं लिखन्ति एव. So we have studied about the Natakam. If you remember, there will be a Mangala Shlokam at the beginning. So, so that with that only it has started probably the stotrams. Okay, in the kavyas, Kalidasaha, Magaha, Bharavihi, ityadinam kavinam kavyeshu api stotrani santi eva. So in the that is how the stotras started, and in every kavyam they write this Mangalacharanam, which is nothing but a stotram in praise of something. Every poet can choose a different subject to base their stotram on. Tani cha stotrani kavya guna yuktani api iti karanatah atyantam ramaniyani santi. So those stotras are very beautiful. Why? Because the poets follow the style, how they write their kavyams, the same style like the chandas or alankaras or whatever they follow in that stotram also. So all those stotrams happen to be very beautiful. Shatakani, Ashtottara Shatanamani, Sahasranamadini, cha stotra kavyasya eva vibhinnani rupani. So among the stotra kavyas, all these are different kinds. Shankaracharyaih virachitam stotra sahityam tu samagre deshe suvikyatam asti. The stotras written by Shankaracharya are very famous. Tasya kavya saundaryam bhava prakarshaha cha kasyava hridayam na avarjayet. So, the beauty of his stotras, whose hearts will it not attract or, how do you say, touch or be, yeah. So Sharada, Lakshmihi, Bhavani, Annapurna, Vishnuhu, Krishnaha, Shivaha, Kalabhairavaha, ityadin sarvan api devan uddishya taihi likhitani stotrani adyapi grihe grihe vilasanti. So he has written on many gods and goddesses, and even to this day, many people are listening to those. So let us look at some stotra kavyani. Prasiddhani stotra kavyani. Chandi Shatakam by Banaha, Surya Shatakam by Mayuraha, Stotra Ratnam, Yamunacharyaha, Lakshmi Sahasram, Venkatadhvarihi, Varadarajastavaha, Appaya Dikshitaha, written by Appaya Dikshitaha, Karuna Lahari, Ganga Lahari, Amrita Lahari, Lakshmi Lahari, Sudha Lahari. All these are written by Jagannathaha. Bhajagovindam ityadini Shankaracharyaha, Mukundamala Kulashekharah, Paduka Sahasram, Dayashatakam ityadini by Venkatanathaha. Okay, so this is about Stotra Kavyani. So the main points, if you remember, it is enough. So the stotras or the stotra sahityam started from the Rik Samhita. Okay, and the Kavis have started writing the Mangalacharana as stotras. Like that, if you mention 3 or 4 points in your own sentence, that will be enough. And you try to memorize at least a few names of the stotra, each of these types of kavyani. So that mostly you will get these in multiple choice or match the following or fill in the blanks like that. An essay question may not be there, but so that is why if you just jot down a few main points in each thing, it will be easy. Samskrita Granthakara Parichayah Kathakaraha Kshemendraha Brihat Kathamanjaryaha Rachayita Kshemendraha. Brihat Kathamanjari. So that is the kavyam, not kavyam, this is katha. So Brihat Kathamanjari. Manjaryaha Rachayita Kshemendraha. Gunadyaha Nama Kavihi Bhuta Bhashaya Brihat Katha Namakam Katha Grantham Rachitavan Asit. So Gunadyaha Nama Kavihi Bhuta Bhashaya Brihat Katha Namakam Katha Grantham Rachitavan Asit. Tameva Kshemendraha Brihat Katha Manjaryam Sangrihitavan Asti. So the original source is Brihat Katha. From that, Kshemendra has written Brihat Katha Manjari. Okay. Mulokta Katham Yathavat Rakshan Kshemendraha Brihat Katham Sangrihitavan Ityataha Eshaha Grantaha Kvachit Shushkaha Iva Bhasate. So what did Kshemendra do? He took the Mula Katha from the Brihat Katha. And he kind of compressed it a little bit. What do we say that in English? When a story is like kind of shrunken. There is a word for that. I forgot.
Followed closely.
Huh?
Followed closely.
No. A longer version presented as a shorter version.
Abridged.
Abridged. Correct. Abridged. So, Mulokta Katham Yathavat Rakshan means without disturbing the actual storyline. Kshemendraha Brihat Katham Sangrihitavan Ityataha Eshaha Grantaha Kvachit Shushkaha Iva Bhasate. So, it appears as though it is a little smaller. Kintu Kshemendrasya Bhasha na Kathina Madhura Sarala Subodha Chasa. Brihat Katha Idanim na Upalabhyate Ityataha Kshemendrasya Brihat Katha Manjari Dwara Eva Brihat Kathayaha Swarupam Uhyate Asmabihi. So basically he based his Brihat Katha Manjari on the original Brihat Katha, but his language that he used is very simple and beautiful and all that. But the original is not available. So this is the only thing we have available and from which we can imagine the original. Kshemendrena Ramayana Katha Manjari Bharata Manjari cha iti Granthadvayam api likitam. Tayoho Granthayoho namna eva jnayate yat tau Ramayana Mahabharatayoho Sangraha Rupau iti. So he has also written Ramayana Katha Manjari and Bharata Manjari, and as the names suggest, they are like abridged versions of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Brihat Katha Manjaryaha Rachana 1063. Tame Kristabde Arabdha and 1066 Tame Kristabde Samaptim Gata cha iti jnayate. So Brihat Katha Manjari took how many years? Like 3 years to complete. Ataha etat tu nischitam yat Kshemendraha ekadashe shatake asit iti. So from this we know that he existed during the 11th century. Eshaha Kashmira Rajasya Anantasya Asthane Asit. Etasya Pita Prakashendraha. Okay. So he existed during the 11th century. It took 3 years for him to write the Brihat Katha Manjari, and he was in the Kashmir Raja's court. And then Somadevaha. Brihat Katha Kshemendrena Yatha Brihat Katha Manjaryam Sangrihita Tathaiva Somadevena Api Katha Sarit Sagare Sangrihita. Somadevah api Kshemendrah iva Kashmirarajasya Anantasya Asthane Ekadashe Shatake cha Asit. Anantarajasya Kinnayaha Patnyaha Suryavatya Manovinodartham Saha Kathasarit Sagaram Rachitavan iti Shruyate. Somadevasya Pita Ramadevaha. So, like Kshemendra, Somadeva also existed in the 11th century only, and he also was in the Asthana of the Kashmir Raja, Ananta. It is believed that Anantarajasya Khinnayaha Patnyaha Suryavatyaha Manovinodartham Saha Kathasarit Sagaram Rachitavan. So, he wrote for the queen. So, the queen asked for her enjoyment. So Suryavati is her name, the wife of Anantaraja. So this Katha Sarit Sagaram is written for that purpose, is what is known. Somadevasya Katha Sarit Sagare Dirghaha Samasaha Katinani Padani cha Nyunani. Nyunam means less. So in his story, the Dirgha Samasas and Katina Padani are not there. Or are very less. Ataha kathasu saralata visheshataha drishyate. So it is easy to read and understand. So obviously it will receive well, right? Many people will be able to enjoy. Brihat katha manjaryam adrishyamanaha bahvyaha brihat katha granthastaha kathaha kathasarit sagare drishyante. Now we read that Kshemendra has kind of compressed Brihat Katha Manjari. Whatever is missing in that were there in the Katha Sarit Sagare. Katha Sarit Sagare sthitaha kathaha kaschana labhyaha punaha kaschana dirghaha. Some of the stories are short and some of the stories are very lengthy. Vividha janasambadhaha Vibhinna desha sambadhaha cha kathaha bhavanti atra. So different kinds of people, different kinds of culture, different kinds of countries, all those details or stories based on all these are there. Katha nirupane Somadevasya anupamam samarthyam. Bharatiyam sahityam yatha Ramayanam Mahabharatam cha avalambate tathaiva kathasarit sagaram api avalambate. So Bharatiya Sahityam is basically based on, most of it is based on Ramayana and Mahabharatam, right? So similarly, Kathasarit Sagaram api is also based on Mahabharatam and Ramayanam. Kathasarit Sagaraha Vividabhihi Bhashabhihi Anuditaha api, and it has been translated into many languages. And then we have Vishnu Sharma. Panchatantram ityasya katha granthasya nama yaha na shrutavan tadrishaha prayaha kopi nasti. There might be no one who might not have heard about Panchatantra. Tadrishasya atiprasiddhasya Panchatantrasya rachayita Vishnu Sharma. Mahilaropyasya Rajnyaha Amarashaktehe Trin Putran Shadbihi Masaihi Rajaniti Nipunan Kartum Vishnu Sharma Panchatantra Grantham Rachitavan iti Shruyate. So we all know this story, right? Amara Shakti's sons. Okay, he was worried that they don't know the Lokajnanam. So he will take them to this Vishnu Sharma and asks him to teach them, the Rajaniti. So in in that process, he will write this Panchatantra. Vishnu Sharma Tritiye Shatake Tataha Purvam Va Asit Iti Panditaha Abhiprayanti. Vishnu Sharma Kashmira Deshiyaha. He is from Kashmir and he existed in the 3rd century or before that. Panchatantre Gadyam Padyam Cha Api Asti. Prayaha Katha Bhagam Nirupayati Gadyam. Padyam Cha Nitim Nirupayati. So the Katha, the overall storyline, is told in the Gadya Bhagam, whereas the Niti, whenever there is a Niti that needs to be conveyed, it is conveyed through the Padya Bhagam, means the shlokas. Etasmin Panchatantrani Santi. In this Grantham, there are Panchatantras. Tantras means Upayas. How do you say that in English? How do we say that in English? Upayams. I don't know. Pratitantram. Huh?
Ma'am, like a plan or not like that, ma'am?
Not a plan exactly. It is a kind of way to analyze certain things. Tantram. Tantram is a kind of way of analyzing a situation.
Tantram is taken as technology or a method.
Method we can say, maybe. Yeah, method we can say. That is a better word. Pratitantram eka prathana katha bhavati. नीतिबोधनार्थं पुनः तत्र बह्व्यः उपकथाः भवन्ति. पञ्चतन्त्रस्य शैली अतीव सरला. कासुचित् कथासु लघुहास्यम् अपि दृश्यते. Okay, so basically Niti Katha, Niti Bodhanartham, Punaha Tatra Bhahvyaha Upakathaha Bhavanti. So first they will be teaching one tantram. Okay, and within that, to teach that one tantram, it cannot be taught in just one story. So they are upakathas, a story within a story within a story, like that it will be like a nested. And the shaili is ativa sarala, they say, but I tried that once, it was not that easy. Kasuchit kathasu laguhasyam api drishyate. In some of the stories, there is a little, hasyam is also there. Bharatiya saMskRutihi sarvasu kathasu sputataya drishyate. And in all these stories, our saMskRuti is also shown. Panchatantra granthena vishwaparyatanam eva kritam iti vaktum shakyate. एतस्य 50 भाषाभिः रचितानि 200 रूपान्तराणि हर्टेल् नामकः जर्मन् पण्डितः उल्लिखितवान् अस्ति. So by reading this Panchatantra story, Vishwaparyatanam eva kritam iti vaktum shakyate, means basically all aspects of the life are covered in there. So it is as though you are taking a world tour. Okay, by reading this grantha. And then it has been translated into 50 different languages and 200 rupantarani. Maybe in different styles. Has been written.
Rupantarani versions,
Versions. Yeah, we can say that versions, correct.
But how can one person write 200 versions of the same story?
Ma'am, in that time also, how they can write 200 versions of, ma'am? Like, if you take a story, how can you write 200 versions of it?
Comprised version, like abridged version. You take some Panchatantra books and see, there are so many different versions, really. So the actual original, if you read, you will know the differences. But we read only these versions. So many times we don't know. There will be slight differences. When you discuss a story with somebody, then you will come to know the differences. They will say, oh, where I read it is like this. And then somebody else will say, where I read it is like this. So such minor changes will be there, and each can be considered as a different version. Small differences will be there. Anyways, But I have the Samskrita Bharati has the Panchatantra books with the original shlokas and the Gadya and Padya and everything. They are not that easy. Sarala, they keep saying Ativa Sarala, but it is not. Okay. Narayana Bhattaha. Hitopadeshaha Panchatantrasya Parishkrita Kachit Avrittihi Chedapi Swatantra Granthatvena Eva Tasya Khyatihi
Avrutti
Asti.
or Avrutti? What is this? What is the difference? Avrutti means one more round.
Avritti means like spread out, kada?
Avruttihi.
Avrittihi means
spread.
Spread out laga.
Avrutti is round. One more round. One more version kind of thing. Hitopadesha Panchatantrasya Parishkrita Kachit Avruttihi Chedapi Swatantra Eva Tasya Khyati. Okay. I don't know. It's okay. Yes.
So Avrittihi is one is like I said, spreading out. Another one is repetition, occurrence, like again and again. Going round is also there.
No, that is Avrutti or Avrutti?
Avritti.
Avrutti is round. Okay.
Karanta Strilinga Shabdaha.
Avrittihi. Okay. Avritti also is there, Rama?
Avrittiya, ante without the double takara.
Without double ta.
Let me check. Avritihi. Avritihi is also there. And what this means is, this is covering, closing or hiding.
Oh, Avrutam means covering. Okay.
Avriti means to cover, whereas Avritihi means
one more version, one more round.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hitopadeshaha Panchatantrasya Parishkrita Kachit Avrittihi Chedapi Swatantra Granthatvena Eva Tasya Khyatihi Asti. So it is another version of Panchatantra, Hitopadeshaha. Okay, but it is a little different. But still, though it has its base in Panchatantra, it is famous on its own. Tasya Hitopadeshasya Rachayita Narayana Bhattaha. So author of Hitopadesha is Narayana Bhattaha. Eshaha Bangaladeshiyaha Eshaha Dhavalachandrasya Ashraye Asit. So he was in the court of the king Dhavalachandraha. Etasya Kalaha Kristu Shakam Dasha iti Panditaha Abhiprayanti. यद्यपि पंचतंत्रस्य आधारेण एषः ग्रन्थः रचितः तथापि अन्यग्रन्थेभ्यः अपि अत्र कथाः स्वीकृताः. So though it has been written based on Panchatantra, some stories were taken from other places also. Mahabharatat Svikrita Munimushaka Katha Vetala Panchavimshatitaha Svikrita Veeravara Ityadini atra udaharanani. So he's just quoting a couple of stories which are from outside of Panchatantra. Hitopadeshasya bhasha ativa sarala. Samskrita bhasha bodhanam niti bodhanam cha etasya lakshyam iti kavihi swayam uktavan asti. Samskrita bhasha bodhanam niti bodhanam. So there are two goals of this grantha. One is to teach the Samskrita bhasha and another one is Niti Bodhanam. Samskritabhyasinaha sarve prayaha etam grantham pathanti eva. So those who are learning Samskritam must have definitely or probably read this grantha. So that is about Narayana Bhattaha. Okay, let us look at the end of the lesson exercise. Adho nirdishtanam padanam vigraha vakyani likhata. Uttama jana sahavasaha. Mahodaya?
Yes, Amma. Uttama jana sahavasaha. 3 syllables are there in that. Uttama janaha, Uttama janaha vigrahavakyam. Adi Visheshana Purva Karmadaryam. Uttama janasya sahavasaha. Shashti Tatpurusha Sampasam.
Yes. But Janaha Bahuvachanam kabatti Jananam Sahavasaha.
Uttam Jananam Sahas. Uttama Jananam. Uttamanam. Okay.
Uttamanam Jananam Sahavasaha. Or since the first two you have already said, we can combine those as a compound word. Uttama Jananam Sahavasaha.
Okay, ma.
Anantaram. Ramakanta Bhaktaha. Samir?
Yes,
Ramakanta Bhaktaha.
Ramayaha Kantaha. Ramakantasya Bhaktaha.
Means, what does that word mean?
Ramakantasya means Sashti Tatpurusha, no ma'am?
Correct. Ramakantasya Bhaktaha ante Shashti Tatpurusha. I am asking the meaning of that word. Devotee of Ramakanta. Okay, devotee of Ramakanta. And who is Ramakanta? Ramayaha Kantaha. Means the consort of Rama, goddess Rama. Neelakanta Seva Santriptaha. Neelakanta Seva Santriptaha. Priya Bhagini?
Neelakantha Seva Santriptaha. That means getting satisfaction out of Seva to Neelakantaha.
Correct.
So the words are Neelakantha Seva Santriptaha. So first Neelakantha. Neelakantha will be Neelam Kanthe Yasya Saha.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Neelaha Kantaha Yasya Saha.
Kantaha pullinga, mama?
Kantana Kanthe, no, because it is whose.
No. Kantaha is a Pumlinga Shabdaha only, I am thinking. What were you asking?
I was asking if it is Neel Mahodaya.
Okay, you continue, please. You continue, ma'am.
Neelam Kantaha Yasya Saha. That is how it will come.
But what I'm saying is, Kantaha is a Pumlinga Shabda. So, Neelaha Kantaha.
Neelaha Kantaha. Okay.
Yasya Saha.
Okay.
Because Visheshana has to
Kantaha.
follow the noun. So, that is why Neelaha. Kantaha is Pumlinga, so Neelaha.
So, this is Visheshana Purvapata.
Then Neelakanta Yasya Saha, it's a Bahuvrihi, it will become, no?
Yes, Bahuvrihi only. Neelakantaha means here he is referring to
Yasya Saha.
Shiva. So Neelakantaha. So Neelakanta Seva?
Next is Seva. Neelakanta Seva. So that will be Neelakanthasya Seva.
Neelakanthaya Seva.
Neelakanthaya Seva.
Neelakanthasya Seva kada?
Seva. The Seva of Neelakantha, no?
Puja Seva, these are all Chaturthi, no?
Neelakanthasya Seva. Seva of Neelakantha.
Seva of Neelakantha, no?
Seva of Neelakantha means Neelakantha Seva. That is as if Neelakantha is doing the Seva. Hello,
so you are saying for laga Seva for
okay. Neelakanthaya Seva.
You can write like that, or Neelakanthasya Seva also you can write.
Neelakanthasya, okay, Neelakantham, okay, two Abdulos Nakada. Neelakanthudiki Seva.
Atani Seva, his Seva, Neelakanthasya Seva. His Seva.
Okay, that will render the okay, we can take one.
The Seva of Neelakantha or Seva for Neelakantha, both are fine.
Seva.
It is okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's more clearer if you take it as a Chaturthi Vibhakti.
Neelakanthaya Seva. Okay. Chaturthi.
Let us see what he has taken. I don't know.
And then
Chaturthi
Santruptaha.
Tatpurusha. Neela, this is little bit tricky. Neelakantasya Seva. Okay, that comes up to Neelakantha Seva. Neelakantha Seva Santruptaha. That is, you are happy, being happy. So, being happy.
So the happiness is obtained.
Would this be
how?
Chaturthi?
No. How did the happiness come?
Sevaya.
Okay, this would be, say, by the Seva. So it is Tritiya.
Correct.
So,
Neelakantha Sevaya
Santruptaha. Okay.
Anantaram Atho Nirdishte Padye Guru Lagu Chihnani Ankayata Atmartham Jiva Lokesmin Ko na Jivati Manavaha Param Paropakarartham Yo Jivati Sa Jivati. Mahodaya, first line cheppandi.
Yes, Amma. Atmartham Guru Jiva Loke Guru Laghu Guru Loke Guru Guru Laghu Guru Asmin Lokesmin. Okay, if I add up those two things, Guru and then Asmin also is Guru. So
Smin
Guru
Mottan
Laghu
Kalpi. Smin Mottan Kalpi Guru.
Guru, yeah. Asmin. Ko na Jivati. Ko Guru na Laghu. Jivati Guru Laghu Manavaha. Guru Laghu Guru.
Uttamam. Anantaram Samir, second line cheppu. Param Paropakarartham Yo Jivati Sa Jivati.
ఇంకా నేర్చుకోలేదు మేడం, ఇంకా వాడికి నేను నేర్చుకోవాలి.
అవునా, సరే సరే. ప్రియా భగిని.
భగిని param paropakarartham. Param will be laghu. Param. So it will be laghu. Guru. Would it be Guru? Laghu Guru. Then again Laghu. Ro Guru. Laghu. Ka Guru. Ra Guru. And Artham. That is also Guru.
Yes.
Then Yo is Guru. G Guru. Va Laghu. T is Guru.
T is Laghu, no? T is Laghu.
T is Laghu. Sorry, it is small. Yeah, it is not the Dirgha. Sa is the Laghu. G Guru. Va Laghu. T Laghu.
Yes. Okay. Anantaram. Vishnu Sharma Panchatantra Grantham Kimartham Rachitavan?
Amar Shakti, for the three sons of the king Amar Shakti.
Amara Shakti Trin Putran Shadbihi Masaihi Rajaniti Nipunan Kartum. To make them as Rajaniti Nipunas. Ante to teach them Rajaniti. Vishnu Sharma Panchatantra Grantham Rachitavan. Okay?
Principles of politics.
Brihat Katha Kaya Bhashaya Likhita?
Brihat Katha Bhuta Bhashaya Likhita.
Bhuta Bhashaya. Kshemendraha Kam Grantham Rachitavan?
Brihat Manjari.
Brihat Katha Manjari.
Brihat Katha Manjari. Shokadagdhasya Aushadham Kim?
Shokadagdhasya Aushadham. Suhrud Darshanam Aushadham. Suhrud Darshanam.
Yeah. Shobhadagdasya Suhrud Darshanam Aushadham.
What is it again? Tell.
Suhrud Darshanam.
Suhrit Darshanam Aushadham.
Correct.
Suhrud Darshanam Aushadham.
Karyasya arambhe kaihi saha samalochaniyaha.
This was the same answer.
Aptaihi.
Aptaihi, mitraihi.
Suhriti Aptaihi.
With well-wishers and family.
Yeah.
Suhridbihi Aptaihi.
Saha samalochaniyam. Uttamam. So that completes lesson 8. So shall we stop here?
Yes, Amma.
Okay. Okay. Dhanyavadah sarvebhyah.
Thank you.
Shubharatri.
Dhanyavadah Bhagini. Shubharatri.
Samir, నువ్వు తొందరగా క్యాచప్ చేయాలమ్మా సమీర్.
Yes, ma'am.
ఓకేనా?
Nice.
ఎందుకంటే ఫిబ్రవరిలో ఎగ్జామ్, మనం ఆల్రెడీ డిసెంబర్లో ఉన్నాము, ఇంకా జనవరి ఒక్కటే ఉంది, డిసెంబర్ కూడా సగం అయిపోయింది. ఓకేనా? తొందరగా క్యాచప్ చేయి. ఓకే మహోదయ, యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ సంథింగ్?
No, it's okay. Asking about that, the final sentence, Anvayam of that Ekapangti Shlokam.
Yes. అది సేమ్, నేను అది మెసేజ్ లో ఎలా పెట్టానో అదే. నిసర్గః సహి ధీరాణం నిసర్గః యత్ ఆపది అధికం దృఢాః. యత్ అనేది ధీరాణం నిసర్గః యత్ ఆపది అధికం దృఢాః భవంతి, అట్లా వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ సా బదులు తే తీసుకోమన్నారు ఆయన.
ఓకే.
ధీరాణం నిసర్గః యత్ అంటే ధీరుల యొక్క నిసర్గః అంటే స్వభావం ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ఆపద అప్పుడు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, ఆర్ ఇంకా స్ట్రాంగ్ అవుతారు. ఎక్కువ అవటం కాదు, ఆపదలో ఉన్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఇంకా బలవంతులు అవుతారు. అట్లా. ఓకే, ధన్యవాదాలు.